you today?
Good. How are you?
Tired.
Uh-oh.
I'm always tired. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on social media, all that good stuff. Jamal,
What's up?
hear me?
You're so crazy. Such a nut.
Stressed and tired.
So stupid.
It's
Oh my
a
goodness.
whisper.
That was hilarious.
But that
That
was
was
so false because it puts more strain on your vocal cords to whisper than to talk normally.
because you have to actively do that. Like,
Yes.
like you have to put effort into actually doing that. I was like, okay.
And in that moment, I stopped believing Noella. Noella's
Really?
milking this like a cow at a dairy farm. And I love it. I just saw her for what she was. She's gotten what she wanted. She's got the a great storyline dropped into her lap. And she goes from drinking and being happy and getting away from all of her problems to wallowing in whispers. I don't know. But
But you,
although I can see through it, I kind of like it.
but you know that happened when she officially got served the papers, right? Her whole
What?
demeanor changed. That whole demeanor changed. If you
Oh,
if you
you.
really, if you think about it, she was like happy and this and that and blah blah blah
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be okay and da, da, da. And all of a sudden she gets them divorce papers on the real and
And now all of a sudden she doesn't want him back in her bed.
right
He wasn't coming back, girly. But that's okay.
right it's completely fine.
That's
I
okay.
was like okay I just took with no other to like you're over dramatic fine whatever you're going through stuff cool fine whatever. But then you go to the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm like, you know what? It's okay.
But I have to say that caftan she had on was every fucking thing.
Yes, it was,
Everything.
and so was the way that James served up those papers too. Sorry,
The
that was
flowers were cheap.
right, but it was a good plot. It was a good ploy, to where she had to come to the door. I'm like, damn.
For real. She's like, oh, who are those for? Is there a card? And the person goes, are you Noella? And she goes, yes. You're served.
That was so good. I'm sorry.
But you know what? For me, it probably wouldn't have been flowers that would have been for me because I would have known nobody wasn't sending me flowers. But if it was a food delivery, I would have failed for it. I would have
Oh,
failed for it.
yeah. So would I. Uber Eats, Panda Express. Yeah, I fall for it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even a rotisserie
Costco,
chicken from Costco. Yeah, I'd have been served.
and then papers will be around the bottom of that box too.
Look at this. I just thought the color was so beautiful on her. I always forget how pretty orange looks on melanated people. I used to have a beautiful orange jacket in high school. Used to rock that jacket. That was when I was slim and cute. Hold on. And then there was another. I caught some some clips from this show. Hold on. All right. So this. Hold on. I didn't have time to upload these. Look at Gina.
I know.
Gina. When all of this was going on, look at these little shady looks that the cameraman caught with her. I
Follows
couldn't
on it this
tell.
season.
I couldn't tell whether she was jealous that she wasn't in the mix or if she was getting ready to jump up and defend her new best friend, Heather.
Right. My whole thing. Okay, let me go back to Noel with the flowers real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Yanni says real quick, she lied about how making the marriage was. She was surprised by the divorce when she filed for separation. She lied that her mom got the serving papers. She made a drama about the flowers was genius. True. Kelly said, y'all so bad. Those sympathy flowers. Oops. Yeah, I thought the flowers was some huge, gorgeous bouquet that was, I thought Safeway clearance. $3.99 special. He wasn't gonna spend no money on her.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she sent that to herself and she got the service of the papers without the flowers. I think she sent those to herself and created that story for more drama.
Oh my goodness. Tracy's oh my god, up the same shot was hilarious. And then Yanni says they Tracy calls the flowers didn't matter to the person serving. He didn't send flowers to her. Yep. Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, hold on. There was another one that I liked too. All right, so this one. Ciao. All right, it's not the best shot. But this I hope is somewhere down the line this season. Okay? When Heather said, "Oh God, not another party being ruined this way." Come on. And her and Shannon giddy up and went over there and divided and conquered and split it up
Mhm.
so it didn't ruin Shane's party. I was like, look, I would like to see this. Shannon and Heather come together. The old matriarch and the new matriarch of Newport.
I mean, it was good. It
Mm-hmm.
was good. It was really good. But the beginning, like they replayed the whole that whole Days of Our Lives, bold and the beautiful scene
I
between Shannon and
know.
Heather, and then they're like, okay, like that was quick.
And then Terry and his noses came in there. What is going on with Terry? He's the new what was it? That puppet called Madam? He really
Stop.
what is happening with him? Can't his friend Adrian Malouf the Hoof ex-husband Paul fix his nose? Isn't he a nose specialist?
I think it was Paul, right? I thought Paul was
Yeah.
yeah, Paul's the nose specialist,
Right, and Terry's is the
like
breasticles.
breasticles, yeah.
Uh, Terry really needs help with his nose because it is getting bigger and it is forming separate entities. Maybe he could go to Pimple Popper. I don't know. Bravo probably wouldn't cross mingle with TLC. Whatever.
Right.
Anywho, yeah. Shannon, just do all your apologies now. I am
Hmm.
hoping that they come together at least by the beginning of next season.
Right. But I just enjoy. I didn't. I get where Heather was coming from. It was a bit dramatic. I'm like, okay, like you got your moment. Shannon just sat there like, I'm not gonna do nothing because I can't break steam. And then they come like, okay, I just really wanted this, blah blah blah. I'm like, I here's the thing. Overall, I get Heather's point of view. I really do. But that was
Right.
too much. That was too
Because it
much.
threatens his reputation. But then it's deflated when it's deflated when he comes in and he's like, I just want to know why. Whatever. And
Hmm.
then they're still friends with Jessica. How? How are you still friends with Jessica? Help. It I'm confusion. I'm
I mean,
confusion.
but here's the thing. I get how because Jessica is Heather's friend, and that happened 20 years ago, and it was stopped before it
You've
was
been
even
friends with
started.
her for 8 years and she never brought it up that a suit was filed in her name against your husband.
Would you say that though?
Yeah, to
I
prevent
wouldn't.
it from something like this happening. Because you know the bitches around there in Newport.
I mean, fair point. Like, but that's kind of an. I mean, like 8 years in, you could have told her after year two. Oh yeah,
I
by
could
the
have told
way.
her when I first met her.
Well, no, because that will put a sour taste in her mouth. Like, what do you mean you see my husband?
No, because then I would have said it was done. It wasn't me. I was forced into doing. I would tell her the whole situation, just like how she did now, and it would have been fine.
We
And if
would
it
just laid it
wasn't,
out.
it wouldn't have been like me and you can't be friends. But I'm going to be open and honest with you and say, hey, are you so and so's spouse? Oh, so just before anyone else tells you, because I know how the gossip runs around here, this is what happens. It wasn't my fault. If you choose, not to associate, I completely understand. But you seem like a nice person. I think we could be friends. We could meet at the carpool, whatever. I would have to be upfront about that.
So
I
you
wouldn't wait
basically
for it to come out.
you would spill it more to protect yourself from this kind of mess
Correct.
versus
And
like
then
I'm
if
telling you because I need to.
not only that, but if you actually do feel a vibe with the person, right? This is her husband, and it was 12 years ago when you first met her that it happened. I would still say something just so that she doesn't get blindsided. I don't get blindsided. I don't know. Go home and ask your husband what happened. My name was Jessica something back then, and I dated Kid Rock. I don't know. I
I
don't
got
know.
you.
It's just weird. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, so we got through that melodramatic days of our lives bullshit. And I agree with Shannon saying that she feels like Heather's her school teacher grading her, and she's 57 years old, girl. Mm, mm. I love when they showed the old scene of Heather throwing her out of the house because the two of them, their faces have changed a lot. Heather's a lot more subtly, but Shannon's, oh my God. Whoa. Could Emily add one more pattern to that patio furniture? Oh my God. Leave Emily alone. I like her.
Right?
All right, so we get past that. Everyone starts to eat. The food looks good. Let me see. Okay. I wish I'd went back and got a picture of this. But y'all remember seeing Shane's mom at the buffet table? Did she put a serving spoon in her mouth?
I saw that. That's what it looked like to me. I was like, ooh, I hope you're gonna keep that.
Anyway, we see Shannon telling her boyfriend about what happened. She's kind of crying. He's like he feels bad and he wants to like defend. He doesn't like seeing Shannon like this. He's so different from David.
Right?
Yay. And in that moment, I liked him. But last season, I didn't like him. I thought he
Yeah,
was just there for the business.
you're anti boyfriend.
Yeah, but whatever. All right. Then we see Dr. Jen. She's still having issues with Noella. And Jessica calls Noella over. And then Jen wants to talk to her about the tension. And Noella's like, how many times have we met? I was like, oh, this ain't going well.
No.
So basically what the beef is, they've only met 2 times. And Jen started doing selfies or something like that, which rubbed her, or she felt was creepy. And then Jen put up a post on social media that wasn't, what did Noella say? It wasn't even a nice picture and with bad lighting. Oh my God. And Noella, she tags Noella in it, but it's promoting Jen's med spa. And apparently Noella is affiliated with another med spa. But girl, unless you're getting free injectables from them, you have no obligation to any med spa, do you?
Right. This is it's a paid promotion. I'm not seeing the issue of you being tagged in the photo.
But she reported it to the IG.
Right.
Is it really that serious though? Like, come on, y'all do social media more than me.
It's not really that serious. I mean, here's the thing with paid promotion. Typically, if you're being paid by a company, then you shouldn't be promoting anyone else. It's a paid promotion, so you can't um how can I put this? You can't represent another company in any way.
But is
So,
is Noella paid by her med spa?
but see, that's the thing. Is it a brand ambassadorship? Are you a paid spokesperson? Like, what is that? I didn't understand it.
Odd. But Yanni said Jen probably tagged all of them, like all the housewives do for promotion. Ooh, it wasn't even that cute. Y'all so messy. Um,
I'm gonna
here.
say this though. I was disappointed. Jen, I like Jen. Don't get me wrong. I like me some Dr. Jen, but I was
Mm-hmm,
very disappointed in her.
mm-hmm.
Because if I would have been her, like I just read her for filth in front of everybody. Because you're not gonna sit here and tell me, um, that I'm trying to be relevant. I'm thirsty. I've been like, ma'am, how about you find your relevance in a job and an income? How about you get that together before you try to come for me?
I don't think
I
Dr. Jen understood what she was saying. She got lost with the lemonade. Her and
yeah,
Heather.
I ate her up. I want you to find your relevance in a job, an income, a husband that actually lives with you, someone who doesn't owe so much in taxes, who's trying to sell all your belongings and give you nothing. I'm gonna need you to find your relevance there before you ever try me. I'm gonna need
True.
I'm gonna need her. I'm gonna need Dr. Jen to step up her game because she's supposed to eat Noella up with that.
But she can if she doesn't understand the words that are coming out of Noella's mouth. I think that tripped her up. I don't think she's like, what do you mean I'm thirsty? I have a drink. Like, you know, that's how she's thinking. White girl thinking. She's
Yeah,
not getting it.
she's not. I ate her up for that.
And Noella bringing in the vocabulary that these old chicks ain't getting, which I thought was real smart. Oh my god.
And I'll air her
Um,
out. Like you gonna call me thirsty, and you done ran behind some other woman's leftovers? Are you serious? Go sit down. Get your life.
mm,
Get your life.
whoa.
Sorry, y'all. Sometimes things like that irk me when people like are brand new and they're
Mhm.
trying to treat someone else brand new like they're brand new. I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Y'all both brand new.
Okay, so what do you think about what Yanni says? There's a background story related to Bronwyn that we don't know. It's too much for very little. I agree. I feel something
Mhm.
happened with Bronwyn involved,
Yes.
and it's not making sense.
Correct.
Try to be relevant somewhere else. Yes. Oh, she understood that. Hi, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God. Jen is thirsty. Kelly Swat says Jen is thirsty. Why do you care about opinions of someone you met twice? She's
I will
desperate for
agree with that.
storyline.
I will agree with that. Like, I will give that because why would you care?
Okay, so yes, Jamal, I think she was just in shock. She is serious right now. What you're talking about. I think she was confused. She was in shock and she was in confused. She was in confused. She was confused. This is my first
Mhm.
cup of coffee of the day. Oh my God, I'm desperately in need of it.
I
But
get
yeah,
it. I get it, but this is
okay.
reality TV. I wanted you to come through.
Noella is the 2022 olive oil from Popeye. What was that actress who played her? Shelley Duvall. Yeah. Ooh, I think Larcher agrees with me that she's an actress. She's hamming it up.
I can see it. Don't get me wrong. I could definitely see it.
Okay, Noella wasn't even worried about Jen. That's Jen's fault for going up to her at the party trying to have a moment.
No, but I can definitely see that. And like y'all said, I'm not gonna be worried about somebody who um I don't know. Just saying, not to
Wait,
be
hold
rude.
on. Yanni said, remember, Dr. Jen was supposed to come in with Bronwyn this season, but Noella came in instead after she got fired. Jen might done something to Bronwyn. What? You think so?
But we heard about Novella coming in as Bronwyn's friend last year, which is interesting. It's interesting to me. Here's what puzzles me with these two. Uh, no, we heard about Noella possibly coming on mid-season last year to try to freshen up the show. We heard about that mid-season last year. Then it
Uh-huh.
didn't happen. Then Bronwyn gets fired, right? Now you're bringing
Mhm.
in both of Bronwyn's friends, both of
Wait a
Bronwyn at
minute.
the same time.
Hold on. Hold on. Noella was supposed to come mid-season during season 15.
Yes.
Wasn't that summer of 2020 when she got married? Do you think that they had the wedding in the backyard as
Hmm.
a scene, a possible scene for the show?
Possibly. Hmm.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
But why is Jen so hard on with Noella saying that her marriage is fake?
I was confused about that.
Oh, I know I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry about that. All right. So then we see, okay, so Jen is complaining to Heather. Noella is complaining to Shannon. Shannon is like fish mouth. It's like, oh, 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 oh. She's like, keep me out of this, but woo, woo, woo. And Heather, to her credit, is just like, sometimes, look, I've heard some things that have been said about me. It's supposedly by Noella, but she's going through a bad time right now.
Hmm.
Sometimes, when you're going through a bad time, you lash out. I would just say put it to the side. She's really trying to diffuse this. And
Hmm.
Shannon can't get in a word. And I think she just doesn't want to be in any more mess. And then Noella about face and marches right over to Jen. And somehow Heather and Shannon are together, but those two go at it, and Heather and Shannon diffuse the situation, which was really nice. Maybe not Debbie, and just the feelings. Oh, maybe not. Jen want to marry Noella. Didn't she say it was just them and her mom? He married her for the baby that has issues. I want to know if her wedding was filmed
That's key.
because I think she wanted to get on the show. And these kinds of events are good to be on the show. And maybe they had scheduled the wedding when all of them got the C19, and that's why none of them could show up in the backyard, and that's why it wound up just being them.
Listen to this though.
Mm.
So, I just went back. Okay, I just want to double check something. So this is
Mm-hmm.
from July 6th, 2020. It's from iRealHousewives.com. And the headline is Noella Bergner is reportedly joining Real Housewives of Orange County as a friend. Let me just go into the article real quick. Let's see. According to multiple reports, Noella is joining the cast of Orange County for the show's upcoming 15th season. Bergner, who's reported close friends with current cast member Braun, will appear as a friend of the show. This is season 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is what I was talking. I knew I read this somewhere over multiple outlets. She was supposed to be a friend of the show last season, and she wasn't. The ladies were reportedly halfway filming season 15, but was put on hold due to C19. I want to know, based on this article and timeline, um, what she left on the cutting room floor? I'm very curious. Okay, Bergner is reportedly going to appear in the second half of the season after production resumes later this month.
Right, but the second half of the season was all of them locked in their houses.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, she was supposed to come in there midway, and it didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen because didn't OC get cut short?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what it was.
And DSJ says allegedly they had a ceremony because he was still legally married to the first wife, then got legally married now. because she said they've been together for 6 years. The baby is 2 years old.
Hmm.
So maybe they had a foo-foo wedding, you know, many years ago,
Right.
and then finally did the legal stuff in 2020.
Right. Once he got officially divorced
It take that long to get divorced?
in California, it can take a long time.
Yeah, she was. That like I heard somebody say that she was dealing with him while he was still married. Mm-mm-mm. Wait, when Emily told her, Dr. Jen said that, why didn't she just answer Emily? Instead, we've been together 6 years. We've been living like we're blah, blah, blah. Because
Hmm.
she's spinning her own narrative.
Right.
Actress. It was an award winning scene. Oh my gosh. I mean, Noella is mad that Jen thinking she took Bronwyn's place. Oh, you think so? Or are they just fighting over Jen? I mean, not Jen, Bronwyn. Nah, right? No. The confessional is when she explained. Oh, yeah. Because, or was that the one where she was saying you have to be legally married in order to get divorced?
Right.
Where she had the dots on her head? That one? Oh, my God. Her new confessional look in the white is everything to me. I love it. Down the lighting, everything, the flower, the hair. I love it. Except where her boobs are falling out, but nipple up, I love it. Um, let's see. We're gonna skip over Shannon getting food. Emily gives a toast. Wait, Shannon has how many kids?
Three.
5?
Three. The older girl and the twins. Right.
That's how many he have with Emily. Did
Oh, you talking
Emily
about
say he
Shane?
had 5 kids?
Yeah, I thought you said Shannon.
No, Shane. Sorry, Shane. Shane said he had 5 kids. From where? Was he married before her?
Yeah, he has. Remember, they're That's why she referred to her daughter's half sisters.
Oh, I don't pay that much attention. I like her, but I don't pay that much attention. Let's see. Shannon has lunch.
Real quick, the
Uh
pair have
huh.
been married over 11 years. Emily and Shane share 3 kids:
Uh huh.
daughter Annabelle and twins Luke and Keller. She is also the stepmother of Shane's 2 kids from a previous marriage, Shelby and
Okay.
Chanel.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So then we see a filler scene with Shannon and her dad, Gene the Machine, with all of her girls. And the oldest daughter, Sophie, has a boyfriend named Reese, who's pre med and 22. I thought it was a really cute scene, but nothing new here. The dad is a hoot, but unrelatable to his grandchildren. And we find out that,
That was hilarious.
talking about Dean Martin, give me a
Dean
break.
Martin.
And then they're looking up the Rat Pack, and they still can't figure it out. Her daughters are cute, though. I'm not gonna
They
lie.
are.
Uh-huh. But yeah, the scene was cute. Was it necessary? No. It's just giving Shannon some screen time. That and the other scene where she's talking to her mom in Tennessee. She's getting ready to go and visit her. The only thing that I pulled out of that scene with her and her dad was how she said growing up, like they were in one city and he was in the other, and they only
See,
saw him on the weekend. Maybe that's why
right.
she related to Gina so much when she was divorcing.
Right. I want to know. I would like to know, did her father cheat?
Probably
Yeah,
because she said something about her mom like finally leaving or something like that.
right.
Wait, what about those medicine cabinets in DePro's mansion? Um, what about those pill containers? Because look, that reminds me of me. I actually have those pill containers for me. I only have one though. And then I have my mom's pill containers. And I sit there every Sunday and I'm sorting medicines, vitamins, every supplements. And it takes me 15 minutes every Sunday. So that scene was really relatable to me. My gosh. Clarified that, oh, he's doing podiatry. Yeah, he did say what he was specializing
Hmm.
in, but I had stopped listening by that point. Um, how long it took him to graduate. My God, y'all are going in on poor Shane. Who was on what's the quiet one? Wait, who finds Shane sexy? He's
He
not an
does.
attentive lover.
Shane find Shane sexy.
Shane is just a miserable cow. Um, yes, Tracy, this is me every Sunday. Too much work. I'm getting near giving up on my pill. Don't give up. No. It is a lot of work, but hopefully it's preserving me and keeping my pressure down. That's about
Hmm.
it. Shane's a horrible little man. Ooh, thank you.
I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't, because he just seems unhappy,
Mm-hmm.
and Emily seems to have a lighter spirit. So it just confuses me of how this works.
Opposites
But
attract.
I mean, I get it, but I guess I'm a person who, like, his whole total lack of any, to me, just something about him just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't mind him being like himself, but when being yourself comes across as you not caring about the person you're with, it's a problem. Because I guess what I'm saying is I feel like she puts way more effort into him than he does to her. That's just the way it comes across what I see. Like, she was super supportive. Like, no one
Mm-hmm.
can talk bad about her. No about him around her. Like, she's for her man. She's for her man.
Mm-hmm.
But I never get the feeling like he's for her. Like, if she were going through the going trying to pass the bar for like the 12th time, I don't think he would be as supportive as she was of him. And that's just the way it cried.
Yeah.
It's just the way it crossed to me. And I look at her, I'm like, you have so much to offer. Like, you have just such a light about you, and to have him, I mean, it's just I would like to see him be more authentically caring towards her.
Do you think he resents her a little bit because she's everything that he's trying to be?
Okay, it
She's a,
could be.
she passed her bar. She's a real lawyer. She's smart. She's good looking. She's tall. She's got hair, and she's the breadwinner, and she supports the family.
I don't think she supports the family. I'm not gonna go that far.
Well, no, no, no. Well, now she does because before it was his parents,
Hmm.
but now she's the one who's actually earning money in that. Well, she was before when she was a lawyer. She was
Right.
earning money as a lawyer. He couldn't do that. And then now she's earning money as this, as a reality person, and he can't do that. Like, I just feel like subconsciously he resents her
Do
for
you think
doing
he
things
resents
he
her
can't
success?
do. Yeah. And her beauty and her height and her hair. I
I
don't know.
mean,
He's just always real quick to insult her instead of
exactly.
defend. And
Right.
that there has to be something behind that. That just can't be his dry sense of humor or whatever excuse she gives it. She's also, yeah, a nice person. Yeah. He has his mom's, yeah, mom. Sorry to say this, but he ain't got it yet because mom's still alive. Just saying. I don't know. I just see something like nasty in
Mhm.
him, especially towards her. Because who was it in seasons past that he didn't like that he was really digging at? Was it Kelly?
Yes, because Kelly made disparaging comments about him.
But he has that same venom at times with Emily, and I don't understand it.
I think
I don't
at least for me, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on this. Like he just seems a little bit insecure.
know.
And no,
Yeah.
here's my thing: is when you're married. This is just my personal opinion. When you are
Mm-hmm.
married, no one should be envious of the other one. Like you,
Mm-hmm.
if your partner or whoever you're with is doing better than you're supposed to be like, "Go, baby, I support
Mm-hmm.
you." And then what you're supposed to do, that person should inspire you to do better.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Totally agree. Totally agree. All right. So next we see the Heather and Terry bathroom scene. Their house. I remember when they were first building this house, and it looked so on like it looked amazing. But now the more that I see of it, the more it looks dated to me.
Whose house? Which house?
Heather and Terry's. And it seems
Is
dark to me.
is there a lot of gold in the house? Because they
No,
say,
there's a lot of browns and mochas. It's in those
yeah,
earth tones.
that dates a house.
And I wish that they would think about doing a renovation soon, at least not like hard, like just soft goods.
Mm.
And just lighten up the color palette a little bit. That's all.
I would like to see them do more silver and black just to freshen it up a little bit. But I do love the house though. The house is
Mhm.
sick.
Mhm.
Like I'll live in the theater room. Y'all ain't got to never see me.
um so yeah, we find out that Max is writing a book. Um and Heather seems to be like really involved with all her kids, with their calendars and schedules, and or at least she wants us to think that she is. But good on you, Heather. Next we have Noella and Shannon. They go to Tracy, the healer, who does the Reiki. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
Ricky,
Reiki, Ricky.
Ricky, Ricky.
Yeah, what he said. The the therapy. I want to try that. I want to see if someone's energy could heal me and pull all the toxins out of me. Um, but I think that's expensive. I can't afford that. Um, maybe when it goes on Groupon. Anywho,
Mhm.
they're talking. What is it? Oh, Noella says that Heather's manipulating and controlling, and then the healer says that um she senses some sort of like tension or something. I don't know, but it turns out that Heather is concerned and really worried that she won't be able to provide for her children. Why? Um, they have a dad that can help.
Mhm.
Why is she making it seem like she's the only one that's helping contribute towards these children and their college and their growing up and their support?
To me, I think that says more about how they feel about David. I'm being honest. I think people feel that due to how the divorce played out and
Mm-hmm.
how the money's played out and how he was treating Shannon during those proceedings and how he acted, they're looking at is from the fact the point of like he didn't want to help you through this point. You need to plan on doing it by yourself.
Wow. Well, I don't think her dad would fall down on those, like her or her kids, you know.
No, I think what it is it's a little bit for storyline, but it's something that needs to be spoken about of how women go through divorce and then how some men can treat them and how basically don't rely on a man to help you with your kids. They're his too.
Mhm.
And like we have to really like just be honest. Like her parents helped him.
Mhm.
Like from what we understand, her parents helped him invest in his business, supported him, and now he didn't return the favor with his own kids. Never mind Shannon. We're not gonna put Shannon equation, but when a man fights over money for his children, I can't get with that. Sorry.
Mhm.
I really can't because what he's doing to his daughters is he's not thinking about that either. Because think about this, they're probably gonna find a man like him, and that's scary because if a man is like hesitant on taking care of his children, especially his
Mhm.
girls are apt to find a man who won't take care of them the way that they should. Yes, a woman should have her own. A woman should always have her own. I'm a firm believer that supports that. But when push comes to shove, you need someone to lean on, and you don't want your daughters up and leaning on a man like you when they can lean on you. Come on now.
Mhm. I had a
Yes.
friend who did this. Um and she wasn't even a stay-at-home mom. She was working with me, and every week that she would take out the money for I was getting ready to say abuela, but she had a daycare for her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She would go to the ATM, take that out every week, and out of that money, a cut of it would go into her kitty, her like
Mm-hmm.
rainy day fund. So the husband thought that the daycare was the full amount, when in truth and
Mm-hmm.
fact, some of it was going into the kitty.
Mm-hmm. Does David have a baby with the new lady? Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. Is that a girl or a boy? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't keep up with them.
Mm-mm-mm. Hold
And I
on.
think
What
and
else?
I think and I think and I think Shannon picked a husband like her daddy.
Mm. Oh wow. Well, hopefully the kids are smarter than Shannon was. Hopefully.
I think Shannon married someone with whom she thought they had potential, which is what
Mm-hmm.
you should do. You want to marry someone with potential, and then the family was willing to help him show what they thought of him as well. It's just it didn't turn out the way that she thought, and they both contributed to the issue. Let's not play pretend. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. She chose someone probably like her dad, and it didn't work out. But she just needs to learn to move forward, and she's doing what she has to do. Because from what I recall, she gave him a nice break on the settlements.
She she gave
She
him
asked
a nice
she
break.
she no she asked the judge, like the judge was going to give her X amount, but she knew
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't afford that, so she asked for less. And he fought her. From what I understand, he fought her on that too.
I'd have
He
been
asked
like,
for less.
bitch, go get a fourth job.
She asked for less, and he was still mad.
And that's
Now
when you go back up and quadruple it for people like David. Ugh.
let me ask,
Next, we see some,
hold on, real quick, larger. Do you mean about why she would ask for less?
because she was feeling bad for David as usual.
Yeah, she was feeling bad for him, and she didn't want him to look like a deadbeat to her girls. Because at the end of the day, that is their father, and she will always try to paint him the best light possible, even to the detriment of herself.
Dingaling. She need a friend like me. We might not be friends for very long, but I'll tell you the truth. Anywho, next we over at Jen's house, and Jessica comes over with cheese and a Louis Vuitton suitcase. So she ain't have a plastic bag from the supermarket. But what the fuck am I? Oh, God. Gina and Emily arrive. They sit down and they start talking. And the subject of Noella comes up. And Jen is gung-ho about saying that the girl's marriage is suspect. You know, she's just not, she's trying to discredit Noella in front of all of these ladies. And Emily is picking up on it. And Emily, like the lawyer's coming out saying, you can't file for divorce if you were not legally married. But Jen is still harping on saying that, you know, alluding to a fake marriage. You can have a commitment ceremony, and they
Right.
probably had a commitment ceremony when he was still legally entangled with the first wife.
Correct.
Oh, Jen. Let's see. Emily says that Noella needs a friend to tell her that she needs to redirect her anger, maybe get therapy. Jen thinks it's too late for that. Emily thinks that Jen doesn't like Noella and wants the rest of them not to like her as well. Did you get that vibe? Did you think it was a campaign to we hate Noella now?
Mm-hmm.
You did. But who's listening to Jen?
Right.
Because let's just face it, Jessica, she zoned out as soon as she sat down. Gina follows what Emily says. So basically, Jen is just talking to herself.
Pretty much. To me, like I said, I like Jen, but she's trying too hard.
All right, so now we go
opinion.
down to the Del Mar races, and it's Terry, Heather, Gina, Travis, and another couple. And that dude said he bet $1 million on a race. I want to go to the races with him. Gina is just basically fangirling all over Heather, and it's getting really annoying. Gina then tattles on Noella, saying that that Noella warned her against Heather. And Heather's confused by what Noella's, what she's hearing that Noella is saying. She says in her confessional, "Did I run over your cat?" Heather says that she's invited Noella to Max's book launch, but now she's having second thoughts. Terry bets it all on the number 6 in the race, and it comes from last to first, and they're going to buy a jet. I don't think he won that much, but anyway.
Right.
This was the second scene in this episode where she's jumping up and down on Terry's lap, and it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not like between the nose and the gyrations, I'm not feeling it. And I'm a diehard, fancy pants fan, but yeah, no. Next we see Noella making the most sad charcuterie board ever. She drops one of the serving spatulas on the floor and wipes it off, and I guess puts it back in the cheese. Because that dog is all over the floor. I'm sorry. Go and wash it. The little dog, Rihanna. I don't think I like that name for the dog.
Right.
But the dress was cute. Emily comes over, and again, Noella says that she's lost her voice due to stress. That's a lie, because you had a voice certain parts of that scene. She's whispering, and Emily wonders if she's whispering due to surveillance equipment in the house, which is a good idea.
Right.
Noella tells her how she got served divorce papers with the flowers. Emily tells Noella what Jen said about how she wasn't really married. And she explained something about how they've been together for 6 years, but they did actually legally get married in summer 2020. And what else? Noella says that Emily, Shanna, and Gina have been very, very supportive of her, and she's grateful for that. They go see the flowers, they toss them in the trash. Emily is very cute during this scene. Yeah, I mean, that was it. That was the episode, y'all.
It was entertaining to me.
Yeah, there was a couple of filler scenes, but other than that, it was pretty good. The new girl is carrying this season on her back, Noella.
She's trying to secure a paycheck. That's what she's doing. I ain't mad at all.
And Jessica is just there,
Right.
slowly fading away.
And Larger says Gina is a simp. She is.
Gina,
She is.
oh.
She's simping hard. She is simping hard for her new best friend Heather.
But she looked like, I don't know, Orphan Annie at the races.
She did, and she's like, look, Shannon's on her way out. I need to buddy up with Heather. Basically Gina's buttering up to the new queen. That's all it really is.
Look, Heather's picnic basket was very posh, but those same bento boxes you can get from down at your local TJ Maxx. I'm just saying, we could all be as posh as Heather if we had the damn time and inclination to want to do anything decent for somebody else. Just
You need to be happy that I got you some food, okay?
for real, it's on this paper plate here. Like I'm not washing up after you. I'm sorry, I don't know.
But we have to also to remember, like, Gina's just launched her skincare line too, so I understand. Good job, Gina's trying to cash in her coin. I'm not
But I
mad at
don't
her.
like how she looked. Like that dress was ill-fitting and it made her look like she had a hump on her back. And then she made it worse by buying that dowdy hat, probably overpriced, and thought she looked cute. And she just looked like, I don't know, one of those redheaded stepchildren, long lost like family that you don't acknowledge that are family.
She was trying to channel the Kentucky Derby and miss. That's all. That's all. So, they go to race out the big hats and the mint juleps and all the little people.
No, she didn't. Not at the races. She didn't. She ain't look cute. She looked like she needed to wash her hair.
Uh, oh, and Gina's been doing good. We're gonna keep Gina's been doing good this season.
Why would I want a picnic? There's bugs and ants for real. Didn't we learn that lesson about picnicking when what's his name proposed to Emily in the grass and his
Shakib
mama? Yeah. Like no.
and his mama pelted her with candy.
Okay, wait, hold on. It'll be interesting to see Heather and Noella talk. I hope Noella crushes Heather. If Heather tries her Heather Jane routine on Noella, that would be interesting.
Well, they talk
Snobby,
next week.
pretentious, versus young and hip. Oof.
It would be
Gina needs
interesting.
a posture coach.
But here's
Yes.
the problem with the situation with to me the Heather situation. Here's the reason why Noella can't keep up. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the issue with me. It's not in a battle of wits. It's not a fair fight. I don't like.
Oh, you were talking about wits. I thought you were talking about lies.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't like unfair fights, and that's just what this will
I
be
think
though.
she needs to work her way up the pecking order. I think she does. She needs to get a lot of practice in before you go for the head dog.
Hmm.
And didn't somebody say it could be, oh, I think it was Gina who said it at the races, that it could be that she's lashing out at Heather because Heather symbolizes everything that she wanted with James.
Oh, That's a very. I could go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I could go with that one
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, like she Heather has the life that she wanted with James.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, one of Noella's first confessionals was like, yeah, and I have this 10,000 foot square house, la 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 la. And then Missy came with her 22,000 square foot house.
Yeah, she's like, we can put your house. She's like, you can put your house into a corner of my house.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. That's a very. Hey, I can go. I can ride with that assessment. I really can.
Okay, Tracy, I got them from Home Goods, but I ain't serving them to my friends in a basket. It was so bougie and I loved it. And I think that's why I like Heather. You know, she's going to go and buy those stupid bento boxes that I saw at my local TJ Maxx or Home Goods or what have you, but she'll get them from the expensive store. I'm getting
Hmm.
them at the reseller.
Right.
And well, not even getting it. I'm looking at them going, now, what the fuck am I going to use this for? I don't go nowhere. Like, I have paper plates. Mm.
Correct. Chinette and Dixie.
Not no. I got the store brand because they're cheaper.
Girl, when you trying to be bougie, you gotta go Chinette.
I keep the bag from the other one, Vanity Fair,
Gotcha.
or whatever.
Gotcha.
I don't even know. Good lord.
But we have to remember, Heather paid $36,000 for a party. They didn't even get to dinner. I'm still kind of upset about that.
But she still ain't she broke even because she's gonna write all of that off as
I
taxes.
know, but still, 36 grand, and we can't even get to dinner. See, I won't be upset. See, I would
All
be
of it
that
went
guest.
down to the mission. All
I've
of the
been,
food went down to the mission.
see,
Everything was
I've been
good.
that guest. Like, we're not having dinner. Can you wrap me a couple plates, please? I would be that guest. Sorry.
Okay, so Tracy and Susan think that Gina's being used.
Used by who?
Probably Heather.
How is she using it? How's Heather using her? There's nothing. Heather has nothing to gain from Gina.
She could be
Sorry.
collateral damage. They were talking about that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. In the end, something's gonna get blamed on Gina. Collateral damage. Who cares? Just
Oh,
as long as
escape.
the Dubrows are untouched.
Or a patsy, basically.
Oh, Kelly says that Noella said on Watch What Happens Live that she learned things about Heather early in filming, and that's what made her not like Heather. Speaking of Watch What Happens Live, I only saw a little bit of it last night, but did Andy seem very subdued, like somebody got a spanking? I truly hope that CNN is not bringing him back on this year at New Year's Eve because his rant was it for me. He's
I
ruined
didn't
that
watch it.
show.
I didn't watch it.
I used to love watching that show. And now nothing. Oh gosh, you're probably telling me that we need to go. Yes, we're going. I'm sorry, Jamal.
Just saying.
All right, guys. We have 2 o'clock. What are we doing? 90 Day. So
Yep.
join us back here for more stupid talk about these stupid shows. All right. So until next time.
Of course.
All right. Bye.
Bye.